Hello children, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. Children, now we will read stories. All of us love to hear stories. We love to read them, tell them. If we follow certain basic rules, we can tell or write a story very easily. It is good idea to keep the following points in mind while writing a story. जब स्टोरी लिखते हैं तो ये जो कुछ पॉइंट्स मैं आपको बता रही हूँ ये आपको अपने दिमाग में रखने हैं. Mention what the story is about, the theme. If you decide on this right in the beginning, it will be easy for you to plan the setting. That is where the story takes place, the character, that is the people who are there in the story and the plot. What happens to the character in the particular place? अगर आप पहले ही सब डिसाइड कर लेते हैं थीम तो आपको लिखने में इजी होता है कि एक्शन कहाँ लेना है, कौन कैरेक्टर्स है, ये सब करने में प्लॉटिंग करने में आपको इजी हो जाता है. Avoid too many characters. Make every word count. Jot down the ideas before starting the story. Create a clear setting so that the reader can picture in his or her mind the place where the action takes place. अगर क्लियर होगा तो क्या होगा, जो पढ़ने वाला है उसके दिमाग में एकदम क्लियर रहेगा कि एक्शन कहाँ पर हो रहा है. Now read the following stories. The Big Stone. The Big Stone. Once upon a time there lived a great king. One day he decided to test the people of his kingdom. He wore ordinary clothes and placed a big stone on the road. It was causing problem for the passers-by. उसने क्या किया था, एक बड़ा सा स्टोन रख दिया था रास्ते में और उसकी वजह से जो है जो लोग वहाँ से आ जा रहे थे उनको दिक्कत हो रही थी. राजा ने जो है सामान्य कपड़े पहन करके उसने लोगों को टेस्ट करने के लिए अपने सामान्य कपड़े पहने. Then he hid himself and watched if anyone would remove the large stone from the road. अब इंतज़ार किस चीज़ की कि कौन वहाँ से उस पत्थर को हटाएगा. Many people came that way. Everybody saw the big stone blocking the way on the road. Many loudly blamed the king for not keeping the road clean. But no one did anything to remove it from the day. Blame जरूर किया राजा को लेकिन उसको हटाने की कोशिश नहीं की. Then came a poor farmer on the way. He was carrying load of vegetables in a basket over his head. He also saw the big stone lying on the road. He stopped there. Then he kept his basket of vegetables on the ground. He tried to move the stone to the side of the road, but it was too heavy to be moved. He tried really hard, but it didn't move. उसने अपनी बास्केट नीचे रखी, उसको हटाने की कोशिश करी, लेकिन वो उसको मूव नहीं कर पाया. The king was seeing him from behind the tree. He came out. He helped the farmer to push the big stone. Finally, they succeeded. राजा ने जो है सब साइड से वो देख रहा था तो उसने क्या करा, उसकी हेल्प करी और फाइनली उन्होंने उसको हटा दिया वहाँ से. When the farmer saw the road under the store, he saw a purse lying there. The king picked the purse and gave it to the farmer. राजा ने क्या करा, वो पर्स उठा के फार्मर को दे दिया. The king said, "This is your reward of removing the big obstacle from the road. You did something good for all." The farmer was surprised to hear these words. So the king told the truth about himself. The farmer bowed in front of him and went on his way happily. उसने मेहनत करी थी, किसी के अच्छाई के लिए काम किया था तो राजा ने उसको इनाम दिया. Now the moral of the story is helping hand is the best hand. Second is time management. Once there was a tall tree in a forest. Its branches spread out like strong arms. Many wild geese lived on the tree. They were safe there. One day, an old wise goose noticed a small plant in the foot of the tree. He told about it to the other birds. उसने दूसरी चिड़ियाओं को उसके बारे में बताया. Do you see that small plant? We should destroy it. It will soon grow thick and strong, said the old wise bird. What harm can a small plant do to us? Asked all the other birds. सबने क्या पूछा कि ये small plants हमारा क्या नुकसान करेंगे? It would be possible for someone to climb this tree with the help of this plant someday. Even a hunter can come up to kill us. क्या हो सकता था? कोई भी उसके थ्रू से बड़े प्लांट में चढ़ करके हमें नुकसान पहुंचा सकता था, हंटर हमें मार सकता था. Said the wise bird. Well, there is no hurry. The plant is so small, it would be wrong if we destroy it now. प्लांट बहुत छोटा है और ये गलत होगा अगर हम उसको डिस्ट्रॉय कर दें. The old bird again said, "Remember my words. We will see," said the other birds. They didn't destroy the small plant and even forgot the old bird's advice. उन्होंने क्या करा, उसको नहीं करा और उसके बाद वो जो old bird की advice थी उसको भी भूल गए. Slowly the plant grew. It climbed its way up the tree. One day when all geese had gone out in search of food, a hunter came to that place. The hunter climbed up the tree with the help of that creeper and spread his net there. उस creeper की help से hunter ने क्या करा, वो ऊपर गया और अपने जो उसका जाल था उसको उसने फैला दिया. Then he climbed down and went away in the evening. When the geese returned, they didn't notice the net. They were trapped. जब geese वापस हुई तो उन्होंने नेट का ध्यान नहीं दिया, नोटिस नहीं करा और वो उसमें फंस गई. They tried to get out of it but couldn't. Help, help, cried the geese. I had told you much earlier about this danger. At that time, no one listened to me, said the old wise bird. Now, listen to me carefully. When the hunter comes, we all must pretend to be dead. Just stay still. The hunter will not harm the dead birds. He will throw us on the ground. It will be easier for him to then collect the dead birds. Then we all will fly to save our lives when the last one of us has been thrown down. क्या कहा उसने अब कि जैसे ही हंटर आएगा हम ऐसे प्रिटेंड करेंगे कि जैसे हम सब मर गए. अब हमको वो हंटर जो है जो डेड बर्ड्स हैं उनको नीचे डाल देगा. तो जैसे ही वो लास्ट वाली को थ्रो करेगा हम क्या करेंगे, सब अपनी जान को बचा करके उड़ जाएंगे. All the birds did the same. When the hunter came there, all the birds lay still. He threw them down one by one. When the last one was thrown down, all the birds at once flapped their wings and flew away. The hunter was surprised. He was after the birds to catch them but couldn't. जैसे कि उसने कहा था सेम वैसा ही हुआ. हंटर जो है जैसे ही हंटर ने लास्ट बर्ड नीचे डाली सारी की सारी बर्ड्स उड़ करके चली गई. हंटर उनको पकड़ना चाहता था लेकिन नहीं पकड़ पाया. The moral is a stitch in time saves 9. Now next is goodness in you. The human being's life has a number of mysteries. These questions are still unanswered. The curious humans want to know who they are. We've been pondering on these questions for long. Human is the supermost creation of the world, which is incomparable. We are supreme amongst all the creatures. ह्यूमन बींग्स जितने भी क्रीचर्स इस धरती पर होते हैं सबसे ज़्यादा सुपीरियर होते हैं. ऋग्वेदा सेज दैट होल वर्ड केम फ्रॉम द सुप्रीम गॉड. सो इन द फॉर्म ऑफ दिस वर्ड द सुप्रीम गॉड इज प्रेजेंट. इस वर्ड की फॉर्म में कौन है, सुप्रीम गॉड प्रेजेंट है अकॉर्डिंग टू ऋग्वेद. वंस ऑन दूरदर्शन अ सीन वॉज कंपेयरिंग ह्यूमन बींग्स विथ टू काइंड्स. अष्टावर तीर्था. They are the pilgrims who left garbage behind them. This makes the place dirty. Example, flowers, sweets, food, etc. And Jagan Purusha. They are the moving persons who purify the place. Their nature is same as that of saints. दो कौन थे, एक अष्टावर तीर्था और दूसरा जागम पुरुषा. अष्टावर जो है जो भी उनका गार्बेज होता था उसको छोड़ देते थे और जो जागरण पुरुषा थे वो क्या थे, वो मूविंग पर्सन्स थे और अपने प्लेस को जो है क्या करते थे, बिल्कुल साफ सुथरा रखते थे. Of course, we are the persons like Jagran Purusha, so we shouldn't live with selfishness and discrimination. Ashtavars think about others and try to incline the society. The summary says that in Veda Upanishada, Gita Bible, Quran gives us impression of Supreme God. ये सब हमें Supreme God का impression देते हैं. Remember, in Brahma Veda, it is said that you are a component of God. You are a show of God. But in this scene, you can't develop all of a sudden. First, you should have the sense of study, then sense of divinity, then the sense of good works, then only you will have the sense of Param Brahma. The life free of doubts is the complete life. To fulfill this, Supreme God has given you the strength to utilize it accordingly. Keep a distance from laziness. So, dear children, we should know who we are and with which aim God has created us. भगवान ने हमें क्यों बनाया है, हमें ये हमेशा अपने दिमाग में रखना चाहिए. We should understand others. We should think good of others. Never keep in mind any kind of enmity towards others, and instead love all your enemies so that you might be remembered and known in the society. आपके अगर enemy भी हैं तो उनसे भी आप प्यार करिए. God has given us all facilities. However, we do not identify Him. We make our earth hell by spoiling His creation. We need to gain the strength so that we can move this world from darkness to light and false to truth. Moral of the story is be good, do good and feel good. Next is the real mother. King Solomon was known for his wise decisions. One day, two women came quarreling to his court. One woman said, "Oh, my lord, this woman and I live in the same house. I gave birth to this child while she was in the house. Now she claims that this is her son." Other woman said, "No, my lord, this lady is lying. The baby is mine." दोनों लेडीज़ जो हैं किंग सोलोमन के कोर्ट में आई और उन्होंने क्या क्लेम करा कि बेबी उनका है. दोनों ने ही बच्चे को अपना बताया. King Solomon listened to both of them. It was really a difficult case to decide. He was confused. अब वो confused हो गए. After thinking deeply, the king found out the solution. He ordered his men, "Give me a sword." So a sword was brought before the king. The king said, "Divide the baby in two and give each woman one part." The woman, who was the actual mother of the baby, cried, "No, my lord, let that woman have the baby. Don't kill my baby." अब सोलोमन ने बहुत सोचने के बाद क्या विचार करा, उसने स्वॉर्ड मंगाई और क्या कहा, बेबी को 2 पार्ट पे डिवाइड करके दोनों को दे दो. जो रियल मदर थी वो रोने लगी. उन्होंने क्या कहा कि ऐसा मत करो, ये बच्चा जो लेडी दूसरी है उसको दे दो. The other woman remained quiet. Then the king said, "Give the baby to the crying woman. She is his mother because she cannot let her baby die. Send the other woman to the prison." अब रिजल्ट निकल गया था. जो लेडी चिल्लाई थी वो ही असली माँ थी. किंग ने क्या डिसीजन दिया कि बेबी उस लेडी को दे दिया जाए और जो दूसरी लेडी थी उसको प्रिजन में डाल दिया. When all heard the judgment of the king, they said, "Long live our wise king." Now the moral is truth always triumphs. I hope now it is clear to you. It's time to revise. You can revise it.